So I found this lamp at IKEA years ago for $20, not including the Edison bulb, which is clearly the star of the show. And I opened the box, and the thing is like slanted. It's not standing straight. So you're supposed to tighten this nut on the bottom, and then that's supposed to straighten it out. Mine didn't. Mine wouldn't straighten out. It didn't matter how tight I got it. I got wrenches. I got all these things. So eventually I was like, well, I'm not going to return this thing. It's only $20. So I thought, I'll just put it on my nightstand. Nobody's ever going to see it. This is what it is now. So years went by, and I recently painted this toolbox. If you didn't see that video, go watch that one. And I thought, well, I want to do something else. So I went and bought a piece of plywood from Home Depot, and I oiled it and I made it look all nice. At the same time, I was kind of deciding that I was going to tackle this lamp project once and for all. Yeah, so I just needed to build that camera rig real fast. I had this thought for a long time that I wanted to build a tool wall. I always felt like I couldn't because I rent this place and I didn't want to drill holes in the wall. Holes can be patched. My landlord's cool. I knew that I wanted a shelf. If I was going to make videos like this, I would want easy access to the cameras. I found that I was putting away a lot of the tools and materials that I had rather than like using them. So I'd like forget what I had. I think having them out kind of just inspires you a little bit more to create something. That's the idea anyway. And yeah, I just decided that I wasn't going to be limited by the space anymore. I wasn't going to be limited by the tools I have anymore. I was just going to hang up what I have. I had to buy a couple things.
Oh, come on.
I'm really happy with how it came out. The day that I built it, I could not wipe the smile off my face. It's just something I've always wanted in my living space, and I always felt like, you know, I'll wait until I live in a house to do that or whatever the case was. But if there's things you want to do in your life, try to eliminate any barrier for yourself, because when you finally do that thing that you've been thinking about, it feels so good, especially when it turns out way better than you thought. It's not perfect by any means, but it's kind of a symbol of getting started. You might be wondering how this ties into the lamp. Well, I was talking with the girlfriend. She encouraged me to include the lamp on the tool wall when I mentioned it. I was kind of on the fence about doing that, but I'm very happy I did. Sorry, I didn't actually film the creation of the lamp, but you'll see it in the final shots. And I just think it turned out so cool and unique. I just can't contain my excitement. Every time I walk in my living room, I'm so happy. I think I've always wanted a space to kind of look like this and have this kind of function. And, you know, it took basically an entire work day. Let's see what we can do next with this crazy setup.